Obviously, Johnny, you and your wife have a tremendous working relationship. You both contribute significantly to the business. And we look at Ursula and Forbes, and both have complementary strengths, and they operate a tremendous business. What do you and your wife individually bring to that learn to swim arena?
Well, I'm the fun guy. I'm in the water with the kids. I have a great deal of enjoyment that I take in working with children and people. I am very organized, and I think I'm a great problem solver, and I think it's helped in my teaching through the years to achieve a great deal of success. I have an understanding of general business sense. I understand cost accounting, and we have to be able to pay the bills. But Cindy brings tremendous organizational skills, administrative capabilities, her computer background. She worked in the corporate field for nearly 30 years, and when she left that to come to take over the offices at Blue Boy, she was serving as a program manager for a computer company she would negotiate multi-million-dollar contracts with, for example, the Canadian government, a nuclear power plant in Montreal, or in Toronto. And she left that willingly, traded the stress of running 30 engineers and deadlines and military contracts, etc., to dealing with an instructor that calls in sick and trying to cover their classes. But it's given us a tremendous opportunity to balance our personal and professional lives. We've been married over 40 years. We work in different areas of the business, so we're not stepping on each other's toes, and we complement each other so beautifully. It's from the old Jerry Maguire movie with Tom Cruise, "You complete me."
Yeah, fantastic, because there's not many professions or opportunities in the world today where with a partnership, husband and wife, or just general partnerships, you can work in the same industry. Most people work in separate industries, but I think it's great in the swim school business, like Forbes and Ursula, you have complementary partnerships that contribute so well when they're together.
We think it's so wonderful. My father was a career Marine and Mom was a stay-at-home, and they complement each other that way. But obviously Mom didn't have any input into Dad's career, and Dad wasn't doing much on the home front. So I feel truly blessed.
That's great, fantastic. What would your advice be to parents? If you could talk to a group of parents, what would you tell them? What would you say to a parent?
In regard to
learn to swim, develop early childhood development in the water industry.
Just that this is truly a gift they can give their children, and cover all the things that we've talked about just a few minutes ago. The health benefits. It's certainly a safety benefit in being able to address the risk of drowning, particularly in the environments we're in. But it's an incredible opportunity for them to bond with their children in a way that they won't in any other activity, particularly if they're involved in the Parent Me type classes. And we have that as an option for our parents with infants, whereas here, I think most of the programs, it's almost required that they go through that. But whichever way you look at it, if we get them in the water and let them experience the joy that we have with teaching their children, pass that on to them, how many opportunities do we see for the dads to get that skin-to-skin bonding and see the joy of their children learning to move and live in this new world? So it's a wonderful opportunity for the family to bond together in an activity that's just wonderful, that they can continue throughout their lives, and you have the added benefit of developing healthy, happy young children that are safer in the water.
I come from a learn to swim background initially, and I still, up until a couple of years ago, did that on an annual basis, though I couldn't do it all the time. But I used to watch and observe teachers, and to watch a great teacher in action, a great learn to swim teacher, I always felt that you were watching someone with a touch of genius, the ability to teach something so important to someone so young. What are the key things that you look for when you look for really good swim teachers? What are the qualities that you look for?
Well, we look for the people first. We want them to be engaging, comfortable with children and with adults. Our instructors have to have a year of college before they can start with us, or be a minimum of 19 years of age, and we want them to stay with us for a few years. So we look first at the person, much like John Wooden in his basketball success at UCLA, looked at the athlete first, not the position player or whatever. He took the athlete. He valued quickness. In our looking for teachers, we value personality. We want them to project the love and interest they have in each of their students. And Cindy and I discovered this when we became grandparents and started taking our grandchildren to dance classes and gymnastics, and we were the customers and sitting there watching the teachers with them, and were they frowning? Are they not happy with my grandson? And we want our teachers to project that smile, that engaging interest in what they're doing with the kids, rather than just carrying them around and kick, 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 kick. So we look at the person first. If they have a swimming background, even better, although we've had some very high-level swimmers that have been terrible teachers. And we like instructors that are parents, because they've had that experience of not only handling the children, but dealing with some of the emotional situations that parents have to face in their raising their family. So personality, swimming background, if they've had